This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and I spend far more time than any sane person should trolling the internet for unusual locks for my collection. This one recently caught my eye, not because it's particularly rare or unusual, but because the seller was located in Ukraine, only about a 10-minute drive from the closest Russian troops. I was a little skeptical about whether the lock would even show up, but I noted a few historical coincidences that make this lock particularly interesting to me. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We can see this white symbol on the box. It's the logo of a factory named after Lenin that was located in Luhansk. That's a portion of eastern Ukraine now occupied by Russia. The lock was produced in August of 1991. That's the same month and year that Ukraine declared independence from the Soviet Union. Now, it struck me as odd that this box was packed in Luhansk when independence was declared. It then remained sealed until I opened it in early July, around the time Russian troops solidified their control over the region. As for the lock itself, it's a copy of the Abloy Classic. That's a design from Finland dating back to 1907. In 1907, both Finland and Ukraine were part of the Russian Empire. So, I looked at this lock, and it's just a great example of how complicated history can be, especially in that region. So, enough of me geeking out on history, let's get to picking. Because this is something that would normally be mounted in a door, I'm going to put it right here on my vise to hold it steady, as it would be in the wild. I'm then going to rotate all of the discs as far clockwise as they'll go, and to do that, I'm going to use this blank key. I then am going to insert this pick. It's a custom Abloy Classic pick that I made myself some years ago. And I'm going to tension off of the very last disc. Okay, let's get to picking. Little click on one. Click on two. Nice click on three. 4 feels loose, probably a zero cut. Little click on 5. 6 feels like it could be a zero cut. Little click on 7. And I think that's the last disc. Let's go back to the beginning. I didn't feel like we missed anything, which means that last disc is probably not a zero cut. That means the next time we go through, I'm going to have to search for zero cuts and possibly tension off of 1. 2, 3. Okay, 4. Here's a zero cut. Let's try tensioning off of him. And there we go. I rotated 8 to the correct position, and you can see we are now turning the tailpiece. Okay, folks, for a 115-year-old design, this still holds up pretty well, given that it does require specialized tools and skills to open. That said, it's still the history that I find most interesting. In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.